Hello, everybody. I'm here with Ben Robinson from New York, who's going to teach me a magic effect that he's invented that no one's seen before.
No.
I can't wait to see
World global debut right here. We have a pencil and it's not sharpened.
it. No, why
In
not?
fact, put your finger out.
Yep,
Okay.
here we
I'm
are.
going to take the unsharpened end, put it in my hand just by simply, no kidding around, pushing it through my hand. It sharpened. I forgot something. I'm sorry. I forgot something. World debut. You have to twist it in your
Twist
hand.
it.
That's the sharpening. And there's the, wait a minute, that's the rubber end. That's the sharp end.
Ooh, look out. That's sharp looking.
Yeah, now put your finger out. I don't want to do that.
Put it here on the table thing here, right here.
Yeah.
And it'll come into focus, yeah. What's it say? It could say, Golden Rule Magician on it.
I think it could. I think it could. And it's gone from,
Yes, we are.
from a flat-ended, the illusion is that it went from something without this tip, flat, to all of a sudden this thing with this sharpened tip.
Yeah.
In other words, the magician's claim comes true. He does or she does sharpen the pencil with just their hands. So it's a mythological trick as well. It's not just finding a card in deck. Not that there's anything wrong with finding a card in deck, but this is also now functional. You can write with this.
Yeah.
And so I'm real proud of it. And a point we wanted to make, this is actually wand magic.
It's wand magic, and I have a wand here. You know, it's for iPads. It has a cap to cover the end. So I could probably follow along if you want to show me.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how to do wand magic.
Well,
Tarbell?
Tarbell might be a good starting point.
I like Tarbell a lot.
Okay, yeah. Let's just
Tarbell
stop the presses for 1 second with 2 words. Harry Potter.
Oh.
They have a few wands in that show.
Yes, they do.
So if anyone wants to tell me that wands are antiquated and you don't know what you're doing, Harry Potter. Fine. All right. Well, anyway, you study wand magic in Tarbell and you learn a principle, which is the omnidirectional principle, which is, if I may, 1 second. Okay, so we only have 1 cap for each. But if this end were white,
here we got 2 more caps.
Okay, that's exactly what we need.
Set it up how you think it should be. Yeah.
Okay, this is the multi-directional principle, right? It has a white cap here and a white cap here. So what the magician does, this is really important. If I do this, the wand has been indeed turned around, but you don't know it because of the multi-directional principle. And now that's just a principle, that it's the same on both sides.
It's just a principle, yeah.
But what you do with that principle from a wand, now putting aside and changing it to a pencil, the omnidirectional principle in the pencil is that a pencil is only made one way. There's an eraser on one end, and hopefully a sharp end or a blunt end on the other end.
Okay.
But the eraser could never go anywhere else.
Right. So that's like, if this was the tip, I would take the eraser.
You just put it on the other end.
Put it on the other end. So
it couldn't be simpler. And then hold it in your hand. Hi, I have an unsharpened pencil. And in fact, I do. You can touch it. You put it in your hand, and now we use what the French magicians call a feintement, right? You simply push it. I say by pushing it through, it becomes, and you say it becomes sharpened, and that's the joke. They forget about the left hand, all the concentration's on the right hand. You say, oh, I forgot. Turn hands facing each other. You know which way. You put the pencil in the cap, literally twist it on, and they go, okay, he's sharpening a pencil.
Sharpening.
But wait a minute, that's the rubber. Bam, that's the sharp end. And they're like, wait a minute, where did where did a sharp end ever come out? And if you really
Yeah.
get screwed on tight enough, you can just hand it
You
out.
can hand it right out because these do feel secure.
Yeah. And you go, wait a minute, I have no idea. It was
And if they
unsharp.
pull really hard, it's almost like you're breaking it.
Yeah, and you wouldn't want to do that.
You wouldn't do that
You
as a
wouldn't.
spectator.
No one would do that.
No one would do that, but he's made it so it fits.
Right. You just carve out. You take an X-Acto knife. Pretend this is an X-Acto knife. You pull this off, and it doesn't even have to be close to the center. It just has to be big enough so you can do that. And don't worry if it's off kilter at all, because
you're gonna have to hold the cap.
Your fingers cover that.
Yeah, I have a pencil here.
Yeah, here's an unsharpened pencil.
Turn that so that you see that. Yeah, that's nice. Good.
Right, I'll do it again.
Okay, please.
Glove your hand, and now you cover the end, and you simply push it through. It didn't sharpen to load the cap.
The cap in your hand.
You turn your hands. You push it into the cap. Twist. Close. Open. Wait a minute. That's the rubber end.
You don't push it through. You open.
Right.
Right.
Then you turn it to show it as a pencil with a dramatic flair is at your button to the end. That's a show business term. And
buttoned at the end.
The button at the end.
And you can go like this and put it away and then come out with a different one.
Absolutely.
Oh, I should have.
Yeah, I should have given that to you. Right. Yeah. But just as the magician's wand has stood for only a couple of thousand years, it's in the Bible.
Right.
Wands haven't gone anywhere,
right,
and neither have their principles. And when they're applied to new objects, you get really good magic.
Yes, you do. And this is seriously a very cool thing for kids in schools to learn.
Yeah.
This is good for people, just like the card magic is good if they practice it. This is good if they practice it. Really good. Because like you said, it's usable.
It's usable. And it's an exercise in creativity if you study one thing and apply it to another. And that could be dance to pottery. Or I know a woman who was a weaver. Guess what she ended up doing? She designed the metro rail system for Atlanta out of weaving things together.
Sir, that's real. And people who learn stuff like this can get great jobs.
Great jobs.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Ben.
My pleasure.
Showing this to me.
Really exciting.
This was awesome.